to the president of Lifeguard Systems, Butch Hendrick, who joins us now from New York. Butch, good to see you this morning. I mean, what are the options here, do you think?
The options are reasonably similar to what they were 3 days ago. However, we're just getting a shorter and shorter window to make those pieces happen.
Is part of the issue here I mean, because we don't know, just how deep or not this submersible may be at the moment, but the search area is huge, isn't it?
The search area is, yes, it's minimum 400 miles by 400 miles. And as we start to play, it's 12,500 feet below the surface. So potentially, the surface area is millions of square feet.
Wow. I mean, Butch, you described the search area there. It is vast. How much hope do you think we should read into the fact that banging sounds have been picked up in that search? That would indicate, perhaps, that they are within that search area?
Yes, and certainly the banging sounds, and I believe, as you just stated a few moments ago, that they were at specific intervals. There were certain sounds coming out. There was a break of a period of time, and then similar sounds coming again. That's extremely positive, and it could lead us back to one of my original theories, that the submersible is entangled somewhere within the debris field of the Titanic.
So if that's the case, what are the options for a rescue? Because it would involve getting another submersible down there, and that's going to be problematic, isn't it?
That is going to be extremely difficult. There are only a couple of units in the world that can do that kind of depth. And most likely, what would happen is we'd be using an unmanned remote-controlled vehicle, an underwater rover. It would have to be able to make contact with the unit, with the submersible. It would have to be able to make physical contact in order to relieve it from any entanglements or problems that it does have. And most of your robotic submersible SUVs are capable of having manipulative arms. We can put cutting tools on them, grab tools, clutches. They can change them like a robot. So it could be that they could free it, but then we have the problem of how do we bring it back to the surface? Now, with any luck, if it's simply entangled, the moment we could free it, it may be able to bring itself back to the surface. That's what they've said is designed to do. If it hasn't come up, it's because it can't. If we have to try and figure out how we're going to go down and make an attachment, 13,000 feet of cable is going to be reasonably impossible. So there has to be other ways of getting it off the bottom. But again, the positive for me is that if the banging is taking place and it is entangled, which I've been saying for several days now, is what I believe happened to it, then it could potentially bring itself back to the surface once it was freed.
Okay,
well, let's hope. Yeah, let's hope so. Butch, really good to talk to you this morning.